Bismillah Rahman Rahim. Welcome to Virtual Learning System of Pakistan International Schools Taif. Dear students, I am Sarfraz Nadeem and you are welcome in class 9th and this is lecture number 11. And as you know that today we have a topic about transitive and intransitive verbs and also direct and indirect objects. Dear students, these topics are connected with the main topic active voice and passive voice. In the last lecture, we learned about the active voice and passive voice. What is active voice and what is passive voice? It was part 1 and today's lecture is about part 2. So today you have to be very careful to know about the transitive and intransitive verbs. What are the transitive verbs and what are the intransitive verbs? And what is the function of transitive verb and what is the function of intransitive verb? And definitely another topic, what is direct and indirect object? Dear students, transitive verb. First of all, we are going to start with the transitive verb. Now, what is transitive verb? Transitive verb is a verb that requires an object to receive the action. Again, I'm going to read it. Yes, a transitive verb is a verb that requires an object to receive the action. What that verb, transitive verb requires? It requires an object to receive the action. Last lecture, we learned that for the active or passive sentence, three things are very important like subject, verb, and object. Okay, and even I told you what is subject, doer of an action, what is verb, an action word, and what is an object, receiver of an action. So here the transitive verb is a verb that requires an object to receive the action. Example, very easy. The speaker discussed different marketing strategies in the video. Now here, dear students, you are supposed to be very careful that the speaker discussed what the speaker discussed. Now here the word discuss is a verb, but different marketing strategies, these words are object of this sentence in the video. The speaker discussed different marketing strategies in the video. Now, different marketing strategies is the object of discussed. It means that discuss is a transitive verb and it contains an object. In simple words, I will tell you that what is transitive verb? Transitive verbs are those verbs which carry sub object or which transitive verb is such a verb which contains an object. Now another sentence we have, dear students, the speaker discussed in the video. Now here you can see we don't have any object. We have only simple the speaker discussed in the video. What he discussed, we don't know. What he discussed, we don't know. But here we know in this sentence what the speaker discussed. The speaker discussed different marketing strategies in the video. So this different marketing strategies is an object of the verb discussed. And dear students, you can easily change the sentences, active sentence into the passive when they have the transitive verbs. If a verb is intransitive, you cannot change that sentence into the passive. But the sentences which contain transitive verbs, they can easily change into passive. Now, the verb discuss requires an object, different marketing strategies. It is necessary to state what the speaker discussed. It is very necessary, dear students, during the transitive verbs that what he discussed or the object is very important for the transitive verbs. But the intransitive verbs never carry an object. Understand, dear students? We will move to next. Here we have examples. Example sentence. Have a look over here, dear. So some more examples of transitive verbs are address, borrow, bring, discuss, raise, offer, pay, write, promise, and have. Now these words can be used in the sentence. For example, the instructor addressed the student's question. Now here addressed is a verb. The student's question is an object. You can easily change the sentence in the passive. The student's question was addressed by the instructor. It is very easy to change the sentence into the passive. Why it is easy? Because it has and it has a transitive verb addressed. Number two, Mariam borrowed the methodology book from her classmate because she forget her copy. Borrowed is also a transitive verb. Number three, can you bring your copy of the textbook to our study group meeting? Can you bring your copy of the textbook to our study group meeting? And number four, Ali gave the gift to his sister. Ali gave the gift to his sister. This word gave, bring, brought, these verbs are called transitive verbs. Why? Because they contain a clear object. A clear object. Another, the committee members will raise money for the new project. The committee members will raise money for the new project. So, dear students, in simple, we can say that the transitive verbs are those verbs which contain clear object, okay, and they can easily change into the passive. Now, dear students, we have another topic to discuss over here, and that is direct and indirect object. It is very important, dear students, in active and passive, direct and indirect object. Now we learned about the transitive verbs, that the transitive verbs are those verbs which contain clear object. Now we have two topics, direct and indirect object. Direct and indirect object. Now first we are going to learn about the direct object. The direct object of a verb is the thing being acted upon, or in other words, the receiver of an action. The receiver of an action is always, object. Object is always the receiver of an action. For example, you say, I eat an apple. So an apple is a object, okay? So we can say direct object. Examples of the direct objects. Here are some more examples like I play the guitar. I play the guitar. Or every actor played his part. Every actor played his part. The crowd will cheer the president. The crowd will cheer the president. We can climb the hill. We can climb the hill. So here, dear students, you can see the guitar, his part, the president, the hill. These all four are the direct objects. They are the direct objects. Play is a verb, the guitar is object. And you can say every actor played. Here's the played is verb, his part is an object. Or the crowd will cheer. Cheer is the verb and the president is the object. And climb is a verb and the hill is direct object. Dear, so dear students, for this it is very important to know about. Now look over here, dear students. How to find the direct object of a sentence. Now, how to find out that there is a direct object? For sometimes students say, sir, okay, how we will be able to know that there is a direct object? There is a direct object. You can find a direct object by finding the verb and asking what or whom. What are whom? Now, dear students, here we have a picture. It is very easy for you to finding the direct object. Example one, a cat caught a mouse. A cat caught a mouse. Now, a cat is a subject, okay. Caught is verb. And after that, a mouse is direct object. It because it comes after an action verb. So what the cat caught? A mouse. Caught what? A mouse. So it what it gives the answer of direct object. Or another direct finding the direct object example. For example, the boss saw her in town. The boss saw her in town. Now here verb is saw, and after this her is coming. Saw what or whom? Whom the boss saw? Her. Or what the boss saw? Her. Okay or not? So it means that what the thing or what the noun or a pronoun is coming after an action word, it is called direct object. It is called direct object. Hope so. Okay, it is easy for you to understand. Here I said after an action verb, the noun or pronoun comes is called a direct object. And same as a here. Here are two more examples, dear students. She fed the cat. She fed the cat. Now here, she is what? Subject. Fed is what? Action word, yani verb. And the egg, the cat, it is an object. Now, how? Step one, find the verb. Where is verb? Fed. This is verb. Okay or not? Now ask what? What you have to ask? What, whom she fed or what she fed, like to cat. Like therefore the direct object is the cat. She fed the cat. Okay. Or another example, Wasim will read the book tomorrow. Will read the book tomorrow. Find the verb. Where is verb? Will and read. Will is a helping verb of future tense, and read is the main verb. Wasim will read the book tomorrow. So here main verb is will and read. So the book tomorrow. Here the book is what? Object. So here Wasim will read the book tomorrow. What will Wasim read? The book. Okay. So direct objects the book. So simple, in simple words, dear students, I will tell you that what is direct object. You can say in other words, in simple words, that a noun or a pronoun which comes after an action word is called direct object. Or you can get help from what she for a cat caught a mouse, what she caught, for example, a mouse, like this. The boss saw her, whom's the boss saw her. So these are the direct objects. So dear students, this is the examples, these are the examples of the direct object. Now dear students, we are here to learn about the indirect object. It was direct object, and now we have indirect object. Have a look over there. What is the indirect object? The indirect object of a sentence is the recipient of the direct object. Recipient of the direct object. The direct object is the thing being acted on by the verb. Again, the indirect object of a sentence is the recipient of the direct object. Recipient of the direct object. The direct object is the thing being acted on by the verb. Now here there are two definitions. One is about the indirect object. Second is about the direct object. So what is indirect object? The receiver of direct object, which receives the direct object, and the direct object which receives an action. First I told you that I eat an apple. So an apple is a direct object. Okay. Yeah, you can say she gave me a gift. So here we will learn me is what and a gift is what. Have a look over there in the examples. For example, in all examples on this page, the indirect objects are in green color, and while the direct objects are red. You can see, dear students. Now let's start by looking at a sentence that doesn't have an indirect object. Nasima passed the parcel. Now here, there is no any direct. We are going to learn such sentence doesn't have an indirect object, only direct object. Nasima passed the parcel. Now the parcel is direct object. It is what? Direct object. Why it is direct? Because it comes after an action word. Okay. Now the direct object is the parcel. There is no recipient of the parcel in this sentence. Therefore, there is no indirect object. There is no indirect object. This next example, however, tells us about the recipient. That's the indirect object. Have a Nasima passed her father the parcel. Listen, dear student, very carefully. Nasima passed her father the parcel. Now, dear students, you will see this is action word past. First, we said after the action word, the noun or pronoun comes, it is called a direct object. But now here we say that the indirect object of a sentence is the recipient of the direct word, which receives the direct object. Okay, so the verb is the thing being acted upon the verb. So here we students learn that the indirect object or the recipient is the her father. Okay, now Nasima passed her father the parcel. So who is the receiver of the direct object? Her father. So here, dear student, her father is indirect object. What is indirect object? And the direct object is the parcel. Okay or not? Or you can, in other words, easily you can find out that if we will remove indirect object, even the sentence will give complete sense, like the Nasima passed the parcel. But here's the Nasima passed her father the parcel. So the receiver of a direct object is indirect object. So first this indirect, this is called indirect object, and this is called the direct object. Dear students, understand or not? Yes. So now we will move here again. How to find the indirect object in the sentence? Before you can find the indirect object, you have to find the direct object. You can find the direct object by finding the verb and asking what. Once you have found the direct object, who ask who or what received, who received or what received, and that answer will help you that this is indirect object. In the last lesson, we say Nasima passed her father the parcel. We say who received the parcel. Okay, we say her father. Okay, so like this. Are now another here we have a sentence definition. The recipient of the direct object is called indirect object. He gave the parrot a chance. He gave the parrot a chance. Now, dear students, look over here. Gave is what? Verb. Finding the verb, which is verb? Gave. The pirate is what? Who received it? Who received a chance? Who received a chance? The pirate received the chance. It means that the person who receives a direct object is called indirect. Now, this is a direct object, and who receives this chance like object? The pirate. So the pirate is what? Indirect object. Look, ask what? Gave what? Okay, or you can say what he gave the pirate a chance. So that is a what? In other words, you can say, okay, that is called a indirect direct objects. Here are two more examples, dear students. Now, I think this example will help you a lot to understand about the direct and indirect object. Now, look over here, dear students. This green line tells about the indirect object, and this red tells about the direct object. Now, she gave the beggar a gold coin. She gave the beggar a gold coin. Now, question is find the verb here. This is verb gave. Gave is a verb. Okay. Now ask what? A gold coin. What she gave the beggar. What she gave? She gave a gold coin. Okay. And therefore the direct object is a gold coin. Direct object is gold coin because if what will the word will help you to find out the direct object. Okay or not? And now question step 3, question who or what received it? Who received the gold coin? The beggar. Who received the gold coin? The beggar. So that the beggar is indirect object. Okay, she gave what? She gave a gold coin. The gold coin is a direct object. And who received a gold coin? The beggar received a gold. So the beggar is indirect object. Here same, he gave the pirate a chance. Okay, so who receive or who get the chance? The pirate. Here who get a gold coin? The beggar. So the beggar, the pirate, both are the indirect object. Okay. Therefore, the indirect object is the beggar. Or other show me the signature. Show me the signature. Here, where is the verb? Show. Okay. Okay. Now ask what the signature means. What you have to show. What you have to show? We have to show the signature. So the signature is direct object. And what will receive it? Who will receive the signature? Me. Or what? Me is the indirect object. So here we say, therefore, the indirect object is me. Show me the signature. Whom you are going to show the signature? To me. Whom you are going to give a gold coin? The beggar. And what you are giving the beggar? A gold coin. What you are going to show me? The signature. So the signature, a gold coin, these are the direct objects. The beggar, me, or the pirate, these are the indirect objects. In green, they are the indirect objects. In the red, these are the what? Yes, these are the direct objects. Now, dear students, this is all about today's lecture, and hope so you understood that what is transitive verb and what is direct object and what is indirect object. So, dear students, inshallah, this was the lecture 2, like lecture number 11. Now, inshallah, see you in the next lecture. Still left the topic intransitive verbs. Today we learned about the transitive verbs only, but we didn't learn about the intransitive verbs. What are the intransitive verbs? So inshallah in lecture number 12, we will discuss about the intransitive verbs. Okay. Today we discussed about the three things. Keep in your mind the one, the what is the transitive verb or what are the transitive verbs, what is direct object, and what is indirect object. Dear students, so today is the Wednesday, so we don't have any assignment and homework. Inshallah, tomorrow we have the lecture about the intransitive verbs. So we will also solve practice extra exercises in the lecture number 12 as well. So dear students, till that, Allah Hafiz.